the UAP Disclosure Fund going to bring politics into UFO disclosure? Well, that's what this new article is talking about. So let's talk about that and a whole lot more. It's time for another UFO News Roundup. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, from Liberation Times, obviously by Chris Sharp. The new UFO political action group to support pro-UAP candidates in 2024 elections. That's wild. We are entering a new age, guys. We really are. The executive director of a new nonprofit UAP political action group known as UAP Disclosure Fund has informed Liberation Times that he would support pro-UAP candidates in upcoming party primaries in the U.S. elections in November 2024 if their positions are threatened. Yuan Feng of UAP Disclosure Fund told Liberation Times, for members of Congress who are part of the UAP caucus and working on UAP legislation, we will closely monitor their primary and general election races. We'll identify situations where providing political support could benefit their campaigns. When we determine that our involvement could make a difference, we will inform our supporters about where their actions could be most helpful. Isn't that wild that a politician's stance on UFOs could determine their electability? Now, I don't think we've actually entered that age. I mean, I think we're still probably at that age where, talking about UFOs too much could actually harm your electability. I mean, Tim Burchett is always quick to say, oh, it's not about little green men. It's about, transparency. And, I think that's why he does that. I don't think there's a lot of, outspoken politicians talking about the little green men or little gray men or whatever they are, right? But they are about, rooting out corruption and the cover-up. So, they try to, thread that needle. I don't really think we're there yet, but we might be getting there. And, the efforts like this show that, we have entered a new age, guys. It's really exciting. And maybe you're more optimistic about that than I am. Let me know if you think that a politician's stance on UFO disclosure or transparency could actually impact their chances in a favorable way. Feng's comments come 6 months after former senior intelligence officer, the David Grush story. So but there you go. So there he is, Mr. Feng, Yuan Feng. If I'm saying his name right. From the UAP Disclosure Fund that I'm very excited about. I can't wait to see what they do and if they are able to bring UFO disclosure into the realm of politics and getting politicians to talk about this stuff in a favorable way, not in a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, tinfoil hat kind of way. That's exciting. So, let me know what you think. Meanwhile, we got great new images from Mars, from the Curiosity rover. Check this out. This is an alien planet, guys. Look at this amazing shot of Mars. This is just beautiful. Great high quality color footage from the Curiosity rover. And there's another one. This is an overhead shot of the 1.5 kilometer wide impact crater on the surface of Mars. Oh, look at that. This is just incredible. I'm so used to the grainy, crappy black and white videos and photos, and to see this startling, clear imagery, it's just fantastic. Love it. We are seeing Mars. We're seeing Barsoom. For any of you Edgar Rice Burroughs fans, of course, somebody had to chime in. The video was probably filmed in Arizona. And the sad thing is, with NASA, you never know. But meanwhile, a great UFO video from Peter Maxwell Slattery, who, of course, I interviewed on the channel. One of my favorite experiencers, high-level experiencer, one of these guys that's been to other dimensions and has high-level contact, and he does CE5, where he brings the beings in, or they do a show for him and the people watching. And here's a great example. Okay, let me hit mute. Okay, there you go. Look at that beautiful, crystal clear shot of a UFO. Another one going behind the clouds. Another one, you could just see so much. It's so clear. Look at that. That's just incredible. incredible. It was just a fantastic footage. And, he gets so much of this, Peter does. Down in Australia, yeah, I would love to get a chance to go to the Jaya Institute. If it is an institute, the Jaya Sanctuary, where he does these CE5s. And participate in a CE5 with him. This isn't from a CE5, but that's one of his videos, or still from one of his videos, showing an actual being. And he's got a couple of those. So, yeah, just a great experience, or good stuff. So, yeah, go check out Peter Maxwell Slattery's TikTok and his YouTube page. Really good stuff. Meanwhile, Carolyn Corey is teaming up with Billy Carson to make a movie about the Anunnaki. Now, I, have mixed feelings on the Anunnaki. There are some people that are really strong believers in the Anunnaki. I definitely think something was going on in Sumeria all those years ago. Do I believe in the literal Anunnaki? Maybe not, but I do believe that they are, the legends are based on something real. Did they create humans as a slave race to mine gold? I don't know. But either way, I can't wait to see what Carolyn Corey and Billy Carson come up with in the new documentary. I've seen all their movies. I'm not 100% on Billy's information, but I think his heart's in the right place. Again, looking forward to their movie. Meanwhile, Tim Clark sent me several rod videos. I made that piece about rods yesterday, and it got some people talking and thinking about rods again. And Tim unearthed this great footage, several great videos about the rods. So check this out. What are these things? Here's the... Yeah, their wings have this like corkscrewing kind of shape to them. It's fascinating. But again, is this just bugs that the camera is not able to interpret properly because they're moving too fast and it's giving them this weird shape? Or are these authentic, unknown anomalous beings of some sort? I think the jury's still out on the rod. Some people say they have been debunked. And if you run across a really good debunking of rods, please send it my way, because I don't have a dog in this fight. I just really want to know what the truth is about these strange things. But the camera keeps on picking them up in consistent shapes. It looks the same pretty much in every video. These rods with these corkscrewing wing kind of things. Again, is that just the camera consistently misinterpreting bugs in the same way every time? Or is this something else? I really don't know what to make of rods. Part of me just says, it's the camera artifact, that's a moth or a dragonfly or something. And the camera just doesn't know what to do with it. But, like everything else in that shot is pretty clear. But of course, nothing else in that shot is moving super fast either. So yeah, what are these things? I guess we need to see like a rod moving alongside a bug that the camera is interpreting correctly. And I guess we're getting several bugs there, but they're not very big bugs. But yeah, if you can get a side-by-side shot of rods and bugs, that would probably be like a really good proof either way, right? So yeah, let's check this out. Security camera footage of rods. Yeah, again, the same shape every time. It's just so fascinating. But I mean, it moves like a bug. It moves like a bug. It really does. It's not like the dragons that are consistently buzzing airplanes and helicopters and stuff like that, that are moving very anomalously. These things are moving like bugs. They are. So what are they? Are they bugs? Are they cryptids? Are they some sort of crazy UFO? Let me know your theory in the comments below. Meanwhile, Andrew Gallimore was on Concrete the other day talking about DMT. I'm fascinated by DMT. I've tried it a few times. I didn't get enough to have a breakthrough experience, but of course I have had DMT in another way through ayahuasca many times. And there's definitely something there, guys. Definitely something there. I would love to figure it out. And that's what Andrew is attempting to do here. So let's give a listen for a minute.
As well, if this DMT world is being modulated by information from elsewhere, where is this elsewhere? That we don't understand.
Might not be within the constraints of space-time.
Well, exactly. And this is where, well, probably getting to later, we start to think about where these other domains might be and the kind of relationship between our reality and these other domains, and particularly the intelligences that we see within these other domains, which are often, way beyond anything in this we can imagine in this universe.
Yeah, people go somewhere else and they see a lot of times very consistent things. I've seen the breakdown of what people are seeing and what percentage of people are seeing what things. It's like 15% of people see the machine elves, for example, etc. There are consistencies to this among many people that go to these realms. These have these out of body experiences and go to these places where these beings are. And sometimes they can even have a conversation with beings. And sometimes there's even a crossover with the spiritual or near-death experiences. For example, this gentleman who had a near-death experience 20 years ago, he died, crossed over, went to the other side, and came back. 20 years later, he tries DMT, and he meets one of the same beings that he met in his near-death experience.
So here I am with this entity that I met 20 years earlier during a near-death experience. And it's tearing open portals in time for me to see glimpses into different realities. And some of them are perfect and beautiful, and some of them are absolutely terrifying. Suddenly it's dark again, turns its energy back to me. I can just tell it's looking at me, and it lets me know without saying a single word, you're not supposed to be here. And that I don't expect to see you back again until you're dead.
Okay, all right. Well, as a warning from the being, I guess not to do DMT anymore. I don't know. Either way, a great story. Again, showing the connection between out-of-body experiences and astral projection and that sort of thing in the places that we go when we die. From my study into near-death experiences and astral travel and out-of-body experiences, I get this very complicated picture of different dimensions and densities and parallel realities and, different parts of the afterlife and different interpretations of the afterlife. Some of it seems to be representational. Some of it, who knows, guys? It's all very heady and very wild. Hard to get, as solid a data as I would like. Because it does vary so much from person to person, which is why I call it representational. Whatever the reality is representing itself in certain ways, maybe depending on what you resonate with. And it is also possible that it takes you to those places, and maybe they are real places in a sense, depending on what you resonate with. Maybe different afterlives for different people. Again, it's hard to get hard data on that until it's too late to get the hard data, right? You can't bring it back. Unless maybe you can. Maybe a medium or something like that. Maybe we can get the real information into this world for people to make use of. And maybe that has already been done. Maybe there are higher beings that have already done that. See the books of Seth, the Law of One, that sort of thing. All could be, genuine information from higher beings about the shape of the uber reality. But getting back to UFOs, what about the UFO flap that's currently going on in South America? Well, Ronnie Vernon is on it. I will travel to the Amazon jungle probably on the first week of July to install the equipment to monitor the UFOs that are descending over indigenous villages. I already put my own money to get one thermal camera, 2 4K cameras, and a video recorder, PoE source. I also ordered one hack RF transceiver to interact with Okay, yeah, I'm not understanding a lot of that terminology, but anyway, he's getting his gear together to go down to the Amazon and record these UFOs that are descending over that area. I don't know if these are, good guys or bad guys, or if they're just doing their own thing. I certainly hope we're not dealing with more face peelers. Either way, definitely important to get to grips with what is currently going on down there. And who knows, maybe if these are non-human beings that are interacting or coming down to that area, maybe they'll be up for a little interaction and even theoretically a little communication. What you doing, guys? What you doing? Maybe they'll tell us. Meanwhile, check this out. This is wild. Has there just been a scientific study or article on cryptoterrestrials? This is nuts. From researchgate.net publication, the cryptoterrestrial hypothesis, a case for scientific openness to a concealed earthly explanation for UAP. So scientists trying to understand UAP and saying, hey guys, maybe this stuff has already been here and, always been here. And, maybe they are right. Maybe they are totally right. I totally believe that a lot of what we are seeing is stuff that has probably predated humanity. I think that is a very likely possibility. This is the conclusion that the paper reached, provided by Claus. Thank you, Claus. This paper has made the case for taking seriously the CTH, the cryptoterrestrial hypothesis, as a potential explanation for UAP, while noting that it probably ranks lower than other hypotheses, such as the ET explanation, although such calculations are hard to quantify. To be precise, the material above actually contains 4 different CTHs. All would involve entities existing in stealth during recent human history, and possibly even before the emergence of Homo sapiens in some cases, such as CTH2, this one right here, but differ in the nature of the beings in question. Okay, cryptoterrestrial hypothesis 1. Human cryptoterrestrials, a technologically advanced human civilization that was destroyed, largely destroyed long ago, for example by a flood, but continued to exist in remnant form. We're talking about Atlantis, guys. We're talking about Atlantis. In a scientific paper, I love it. Atlantis, Lemuria, any other ancient, vanished, lost civilizations, if there are remnants from those civilizations, they could very well play a part in what we are seeing. Totally buy it. 2. Cryptoterrestrial hypothesis 2. Hominid or theropod cryptoterrestrials, a technologically advanced non-human civilization consisting of some terrestrial animal which evolved to live in stealth, e.g. underground, perhaps a hominid, or alternately a species much more distantly related to us, descendants of unknown intelligent dinosaurs. The Solarian hypothesis, guys, the Solarian hypothesis in a scientific paper. We are living in a new age, guys. This is nuts. Cryptoterrestrial hypothesis 3. Former ET or extraterrestrial, I said that right, cryptoterrestrials, ET aliens or our intertemporal descendants who arrived on Earth from elsewhere in the cosmos or from the human future, respectively, and concealed themselves in stealth. Time travelers, totally possible. I've talked about time travel many times on the channel. I hate time travel, but it does seem to be a very likely possibility. ET technology seems to allow for that and just kind of baked into their technology. They seem to be able to come and go from these 3 or 4 dimensions. And if they can, go outside of the 4th dimension, that's time, then they can pretty much pop back in anywhere they want to. So, which is very frustrating because, out the window goes causality. A doesn't have to lead to B. B can lead to A. Very frustrating, but possible. Number 4, magical cryptoterrestrials. Entities which are less like homegrown aliens and more like earthbound angels, relating to the world inhabited by humans in ways that, at least from our present perspective, are less technological than magical, who are known in European languages by names like fairies, elves, nymphs, etc. So yeah, we got magic, we got Atlantis. We've got time travel. Also, the idea that they could have arrived on Earth from elsewhere and the cosmos and just kind of settled here. It's in number 3, kind of like the Nazca mummies. So, and as I say right here, maybe all of the above. But let me know what you think of this very interesting paper. Let me know what you think about it all in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member, because channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Also, channel members frequently get to see videos hours ahead of everybody else. Meanwhile, there are plenty of other videos on the channel. I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.